25 weeks, 26 weeks you've been doing this,
Usually
and you still
I
haven't
have
put that dress on that's hanging on behind
Yeah.
you. Take
Make
off
me a
that
bet.
crinkly faded shirt.
Make me an offer I can't refuse, Benjamin.
If you
Think
wear
about
that
it.
dress,
Think about it. We'll get to it. Yes.
All right. No. We'll catch you at the end of the show.
Yeah, we'll catch you at the end of the show. What's Ben gonna offer me if I wear that dress? I'm thinking like a grand final loss, who I tip in the grand final or something. Or how about if you win our competition, Ben? I'll wear the dress. How's that sound? For the Christmas party, I'll wear the dress.
That's the one.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another episode of Just the Tip. I'm your host, Mike. Joined me, as always, by Matt. Matt, how you doing?
I'm doing fabulous. It's finals time, baby.
Good week. It's fine. Yeah, that's correct. And also my favorite co-host, Ben. How you doing? Ben, anything happened to you over the weekend?
Yeah, anything?
Oh, you absolute C's. All right. I dropped.
Roll the clip. Roll the clip.
Roll the clip.
This will show up perfectly. Oh, it's just a cheeky. It's a cheeky play.
There's only about 40 cameras in the stadium.
But look, actually, he's not supposed to be doing this door to lock either after the sin bin. This was what happened last.
And we're back. Yeah.
Go fuck yourselves. I dropped a fourth, and ladies and gentlemen, there's a clear message in this, and I've learned
yourself,
it.
coward.
It's 100% my fault. I don't blame anyone. I don't even blame Parramatta. Tip who you think's gonna win. Don't tip based on what you think the other cunts are gonna tip in your competition. Just tip who you think's gonna win. Get you the finish line. Ben what?
Ben. No one gives a shit that you've lost the tipping comp. We all knew that you were going to lose it. We care about you being on screen, dude.
That's
literally.
Look behind me.
What do you mean, clip? I said play the clip. You're an idiot.
Yeah, did you not watch the clip? The clip was.
We played the clip.
Yeah,
you saw
Maybe
it.
play it again. Play a quick one. Play a quick one again.
All right, I'll play another one from a different angle.
Play a quick one.
And the Rooster fans are loving it.
I was watching the game and I saw him in the background at like the first bit, and I was like, oh shit! I like stopped it, paused it, and then before I could record it, Elliot had sent the slow motion one to the group chat. And I was like, there's more.
It's amazing.
All right,
it's amazing how many
it
different
was
angles
incredible.
they got of you, Ben. It is.
I'll talk
it's
about
honestly,
the real
so
business.
proud.
You got me. I was trying to derail it.
Somewhere in the heart of Caboolture, Adam Garreau was screaming at his TV.
Yeah, that's him. That's
the guy. That's the guy.
Can I'll make an acceptance speech. Thank you very much. I'd like to thank Matt, Mike. I'd like to thank Fox Sports, the people at the NRL. No thanks to Latrell Mitchell. Thank you all for being so supportive, and I appreciate my moment in the sun. Ladies and gentlemen, it's been a pleasure, and I hope that you see plenty more of me in the future. Go fuck yourselves, and thank you. Good night.
Thanks, Ben.
Bye.
You see, Latrell Mitchell clapped back at you?
No.
There was an article today. He did. He said he's got a problem with the Roosters fans booing him every fucking hit up he takes.
Oh, actually, I did see that.
Yeah.
Yes.
He called you racist, Ben. And that's not even the worst comment we'll get to.
Racist.
Latrell Mitchell called you racist, not the worst one.
No,
Fucking thug. It has nothing to do with people.
Was it on Channel?
It has to do with,
Was it on Channel 9?
It was
yeah,
on
it was.
everything.
It was on both Channel 9 and Fox Sports.
Yeah. Yeah, and to be fair, it didn't look like you were screaming anything racist. You looked like you're just telling him to get off.
Yeah,
No,
you were saying,
stop.
get the fuck
You-
out of here.
You ever watch this? Hey, stop pulling the race card. You're a thug. That's all I'm saying. Get off. You're in our home. Fuck off.
You're a turncoat as well. Trell. All right.
Can I get a concur? Can you gentlemen concur with me?
Oh,
No, I
yeah,
love Latrell.
No, I mean, I love Latrell as well, but no, I could read your lips and you were saying, get the fuck out of here. Get the fuck You repeated it a few times, just with this. Yeah. I love the way that you instead of using your finger to point out like this way, you do like this, like up. It's an upwards finger. Yeah. It's so dramatic.
It had a real good arc to it.
Big swing.
Just like also what you're wearing. You're wearing that and the fucking like geezer cap.
Literally
so
like
good.
Almost the exact same outfit you were wearing on the last pod. It was great.
Yeah.
There was like this like ever so like subtle little like drunk pause where I like
yeah you were blind. Let's
Proud.
get to the news. I'm sure that I'm so proud of you, dude. That was so funny. So good. Let's get to the news. Let's start with Taylan May. Taylan May gets what would you call it? Diplomatic immunity for the finals. Committed assault, low level assault. Ben, are you aware of this? You across this? What kind of assault was it?
Sexual.
No, it wasn't. Correct me if I'm wrong, Matt. But during the finals last year, somebody was trying to like bother Nathan Cleary, like trying to get real close to him and maybe fight him or something. And Taylan May held that guy away from Nathan Cleary. Was it after the grand final or before?
I think maybe it was during the off season. I actually saw the footage today. Now that the court case is over, they can reveal the footage. Like it looked like this young kid was coming up to the other Panthers players and was harassing them, you know. And then Taylan May pretty much came up behind him, grabbed him by the shoulders, and threw him back on the ground. So he was behind, just got thrown onto the ground and pretty much like stood over him like a fucking someone does when they dunk someone in basketball. And then all his teammates come in, we're like, whoa, 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 whoa. And that was the assault occasion bodily harm. But I think, you know, as far as assaults go, it's a pretty minor assault, probably deserves some sort of punishment because you can't just throw kids like crazy. Even if a fan's being annoying, you can't just throw them on the ground. But yeah, it's interesting because he's caught this 2-game suspension, but it doesn't start until the start of next season. And you'd have to, even though I do think that, you know, it's a pretty low-level assault. Would like to see him play finals. I'm sure a lot of other players in the past who have been suspended for finals games for maybe worse stuff than this, or sorry, not as bad stuff as
not
this,
as bad.
Not as bad, would be like, excuse me?
Yeah, it's kind of bullshit. You got to take Peter V'landys out on a really nice lunch. I think that's what happened. Ivan's taken him out for a nice lunch, wined and dined him,
69.
some prawns, seafood only. Gave him a little hando in the bathroom, a little Kurt Mann special.
That's
maybe.
right. That's right. Hold his hair.
A little bit of this, a little bit of this. And that's how you get your player off. That's how you suspend your suspensions, if you will.
Yeah. Penrith do it the best.
Play the game.
Better than anyone.
Everybody's mad, but it's a game. It's a game on the field and off the field. And if you're not playing, you're going to lose.
That's right. If you don't play the game, the game's going to play you.
Yeah.
I'm not going to sit here and say the NRL shouldn't be corrupt because it's funner when it is.
It's absolutely true.
We all like a bit of corruption, you know, a bit of nepotism.
Yeah, fuck it. It's in New South Wales as well, the most corrupt state out of all of them. Did you guys see the Channel 9 interview with DC and Turbo trying to quell the rumours that the club is in a crisis right now?
I've not seen the interview actually, but I know the content of it, but I've been too busy finding memes about this guy.
Very awkward interview. Tom does not look like he wants to be there, and DCE should be a politician. Speaking of corrupt New South Wales, DCE should be a politician, I think.
He is a very good what's the word? Controlled speaker. It sounds like he's very like everything he says is well thought out before it comes out here. And I guess maybe to some people that comes across as you know, disingenuous or you know, like he thinks he's better than everyone. But what am I doing standing up for DCE? Fucking betrayed.
He's a cockhead.
But yeah, he's an absolute cockhead.
Did you hear the story that they want Gerbo to be the new captain? Some of the playing group want Jake Trbojevic to be. I've been saying Trbojevic all day. They don't want to fuck it up. They want Jakey to be. They want Jakey to be the new captain because everybody likes him more. And one of the issues that they brought up is that during COVID, when they all had to move to Queensland, they all had to stay with their families, girlfriends, partners in hotels. But DCE got to live in a house off-site. And he was the only one in the team that got to do that. Obviously, he wasn't allowed to leave the house because they were in lockdown. This was a different time. But he was the only one who wasn't staying in a hotel with the rest of the team. And also, I mean, he's on 1.2 million. I guess Tom's on 1.1, but at least Tom was in the trenches with your leader. I don't know about you guys, but I prefer a leader who is in the trenches with me. I don't like leaders who are not present. You got to be in the trenches with me if you're my leader. I don't respect you if you're not. Ben,
I like to lead from afar. I like to lead from afar behind a glass of wine.
Yeah. Like to lead, not at all. And you got anything to say about that one, Matt? DCE being a prick, no surprise.
Well, I mean, we've known he's a prick ever since I can't remember what year it was when he backflipped, 2016 or something like that. But that's I can't. All right.
Oh, wow.
I hold a grudge like no other when it comes to my Titans.
People are getting upset at me for holding a grudge. You don't break our best player's fucking cheekbone. Anyway, old story.
Oh, you have to bring it up. We'll get to Joseph Manu later. Yeah. But the whole Manly thing, let's see how it plays out. I've seen reports of, Des Hasler locking the club's owner out of the change rooms after the game last weekend. So, there's all kinds of stuff going on. So, if anything, I'm just glad that all this shit's happening around Manly. So, there's less attention on our Titans and we can just have a nice quiet off season.
So stoked. I was saying to someone earlier in the week, our biggest controversy was Kevin Proctor vaping in the toilet at halftime.
I know. We've had a really good year as far as Titan standards goes. We've had a fucking A+ year for off-season scandals.
We just need Toby Sexton to get into a scandal, then Tanner Boyd clear sailing to 8th place next year.
Seriously, anything sex related for Toby Sexton would just make headline gold. Think of all the puns people could do.
Yes.
He's been Sexton hard.
Big sexy, caught in the act.
That's right.
All right, let's talk about last week's tipping. We thought it was going to be the last round and that the winner would be decided, but I got a frantic call on, I think, was it Wednesday or Thursday, Ben? I got a frantic call. Someone called me and said, I have a secret to tell you, but you have to promise not to tell Matt. And I was like, absolutely. In my head, I'm like, I will tell Harry and get Harry to tell Matt. Ben went into the rules for the NRL tipping, and under the frequently asked questions, section 2, paragraph 4, I think it was, we tip all the way to the grand final. So we're here for at least another 4 weeks.
The show goes on.
It ain't over. It ain't over. And did you find out whether or not if we tip a perfect 4 this week, we get an additional 2 points, or do you think it's just flat for the next 4 weeks?
I don't know. Yeah, because we've got.
I can't imagine we get extra points.
We've got four finals games and 3 women's games, so you could potentially get an extra 2. I don't know. It's only one less than a regular round.
True. Anyway, let's go through last week's round. I think Harry's got the spoon in our competition, but I'm going to check my hubris because he's gotten close. I had a perfect round. If I didn't tip the Titans W, I would have had a perfect round there, boys.
Nice.
Benny.
I don't know.
You took the
storm.
Ben, you had a pretty bad week.
I know. Can I just say this, that if you go back to our last podcast, I actually tipped a perfect round, and then I went and done fucked it all. If you look at my original tips.
Was it last episode or the episode before I said that a Stern will always defeat themselves? You don't have to worry about beating Stern. He'll defeat himself.
I'm pretty confident, Ben, that last week you did not tip Parramatta and they did win. I know this to be true because I'm an Eels whisperer.
Yeah.
Remember, I swapped on the show.
You did take the Storm. You did call me. I was at Curryville in South Brisbane and you called me. I was like, what am I going to do tonight?
They need to have a psychologist should open up just to deal with tipping.
Yeah, you're right. You do need to see a psychologist.
And also to anyone watching or listening that doesn't know Ben, is that we are in a tipping competition where we are competing against each other for money. And every Thursday and Friday, he will ring you up as us, me or Mike, are his competitors, and be like, all right, what are we doing? Tell me about this game. Not two things. First of all, I'm competing against you, Ben. I'm not going to help you. And two, watch the podcast and you'll know who I'm tipping.
Oh, Ben, Matt, you froze. But yes, watch the show, Ben. It's easy. You don't need to speak to us for 40 minutes. So you took the Storm. That's a shame.
I just want a friend.
Yeah, you got 2 of them. You got 3 of them at least. We all took the Dogs. I'm surprised everybody took the Dogs. That was a close one.
Can you guys hear me? Can you guys hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay, good.
Yeah, you're good. You came back. You just froze for a little bit. Right on the punchline of your joke, you froze. It sucks.
Damn.
Dang it. We'll get him. Benny, you took the Warriors. The 3 of us were on the Roosters, right? Yeah. You took the Warriors.
Wait. What are we? The Warriors. Which game? You mean the Warriors Titans?
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
Yeah. I took the Warriors as well, but they were on track to win until the last 8 minutes.
Nah. Matching Tanner Boyd tattoos coming in.
Damn right.
And then you took the Bronchies. I went back to double check what I was saying about this one. I tipped the Broncos on the show. I can't believe I did that. I meant to tip the Dragons, and I did it with my hands. Dragons.
Yeah,
they win these games.
That was the one which I felt the worst about tip before the game started. I was like, right before tip off, that's the one I had the most feeling like I should change my tip to the Dragons. Because I said in the previous podcast that like the Dragons had won 8 from 11 games at home, and Broncos in such bad form. I should have just listened to my own analysis.
Yeah, the only reason I tipped the fucking Broncos was because I asked Jess, Mike's girlfriend.
No, you asked her about No, you asked her about Storm Eels, and she said Storm.
Yeah, I asked her both games.
0 for 2.
Turn off your phone, whose phone that is.
Oh, yeah. Yes, that's the same text tone.
All right. Good news, though, Benny. You got the Cowboys, the Sharks, and the Raiders right. You did not get... You did not get the female teams. You didn't. I don't think... Oh, you only got the W Roosters right. So
I changed at least 5 games during the week.
Were you in first, or were you in like a close second?
No, I was 1 behind Matt. And I'll tell you who I changed.
And where are you at now? Sorry, I can't see it on my screen. Where are you at now?
He's in 4th. He's in 4th.
I slipped really hard.
He slipped.
Would you say you're the Brisbane Broncos of tipping?
I would say that. Sorry to answer yourself for you, Ben, but the parallels are undeniable.
I'm just pissed off that we've got to wait till March for the next round.
Yeah. What do you mean wait for March to the next round? What are you talking about?
He's trying to trick me.
Oh, yeah.
No, to the next tipping comp. Like, Matt's obviously won, undeservedly. Well done.
Well, yeah, it's still in. I'm still in it. I still feel like I'm in it.
Mike, you can go take that trophy to the engravers. That's fine, mate.
I think I lost it.
Yeah, you're not going to lull me into a false sense of security, Ben. It's not going to work.
See you.
Yeah.
And
all right, let's get into this week finals. Let's get into the meat of this week. You could not pick a better round of football, right?
Dude, every game's a banger.
Every game is a banger here. It was not like this last year. First game, we've got the Panthers versus the Eels. Have the Panthers beaten the Eels this year?
I'm tipping as we go, by the way.
The Eels
tip as you go, bro.
The Eels have beat Penrith twice this season.
Yeah.
And they beat the Storm last week.
It couldn't happen a third time, could it? I mean, you could argue that Nathan Cleary and Jerome Luai haven't played together for like 4 or 5 weeks, but before that, they've been playing together for like 10 years.
That's true.
The whole fucking team has been rested, and they're all coming back in.
You listened to Gus say that, didn't you?
Yeah, I copied Gus just before the show. Yeah, it's a good point. I think I'm going to stick to my guns here and never not tip Penrith again. I think they lost this game last year. I don't think history repeats itself. I think we're about to see full capitulation of Parramatta Eels. I'd love to see them in the finals, don't get me wrong, but I think this is it for Parramatta. I need the bracket in front of me. Ben, you go ahead and tell us what you think while I get the bracket in front of me. Who you got here?
Give it
or did you
Matt.
want Matt? Go, and then you can make a decision after Matt tells us.
I want to go last in all of these games. I'm way too spiteful.
All right, that's fine. That's fine.
You're in a bad mood. That's okay.
The loser of this game will play the winner of Storm and Raiders. So that's a pretty tough side of the draw. Raiders aside, but to be honest, I think both sides of the draw are tough. But man, Panthers, obviously reinforcements are back. Cleary's back from his 4-week suspension, along with all 13 of those rested players. So they're full strength. Will be interested to see whether the resting play pays off. I think it probably will. Sometimes you can argue that it's better for a team to keep playing so they can gain form and confidence, but the Panthers are playing so well before that, so I think it's probably a good thing. The Eels, also full strength. I think this is probably the game of the round for finals week 1. As I said before, the Eels, man, they when they come up against Penrith and the Storm, they win. They beat Penrith twice this year. I am the Eels whisperer, and I really like their chances in this game. I think it's going to be really close, but I'm going to back Ivan Cleary's ploy to rest his team, and I think they'll have just enough energy to get over the Eels really late in the game. I think they get the lead in the last 20 minutes, and they win by 4 points, the Panthers.
Yeah, that's a good tip. Ben, what do you reckon?
Panthers 13+.
Panthers 13+ even. Okay.
Is that a spite? That's a spite bet, isn't it?
That's a spite bet. Yeah. He's doing a Mitch. He's going to copy us. Take the favorites.
Well, you ain't going to win doing that.
All right.
I'm not going to win anyway.
Real quick.
Okay. All right.
Okay. Go. I just want the fans of this show to know I'm a bad winner and a bad loser. So either way, this end of the season, you're going to find me in max cockhead mode. Don't like it.
Borderline quit the podcast today already.
Yeah, I'm gonna put up some screenshots of the chat of just you every time you said I quit after losing 1 tip.
Yeah,
I've threatened to quit several times. Several times.
Good. Yeah. What do you contribute that to? Like, why is that? Why do you throw the toys out of the cot every time?
I'm the pigeon shitting on the chessboard, just kicking the pieces.
Must be an only child thing, I reckon.
Oh, absolutely. If you've got only child syndrome and you know where I'm coming from, let us know in the comments.
Let us know, Adam. Real quick, Matt, let's do this lightning. Parramatta Eels beat the Titans here, right? Titans did not do well last week. And I'd say the Dragons beat the Broncos, right? I mean, the Broncos had a really good showing last week, but it wasn't that good. What do you think?
Yeah, Titans, Eels, neither team has won a game this year so far, but the Eels' losses have been much closer than the Titans. Yep. So I agree. I think the Eels win. For the other game, despite the Broncos win last week, I still think the Dragons, they're the second best team in the NRLW after the Roosters, so they should win this one. Cool.
Let's go. All right. Saturday, 5:40 p.m. We have got the Storm versus the Raiders. This like you said, all these games are bangers.
It's going to be a sleeper hit, this one.
Yeah, the Storm have 10 players that are injured. They're first grade players that are injured that can't play. I think if the Storm don't win this game, forget about it, Craig. Don't worry about it. You literally have 10 of your first string players injured. What can you do? What can you fucking do? This might be a schmolky of the week. I think I might even take the Raiders on this one. If I'm going to beat you, Matt,
it's true.
I'm going to take the Raiders. I got to take the Raiders on here. I think they can do it. They've done it before. They're the Storm's bogey team. What do you think, Matt?
Well, you are right. They beat the Storm in Melbourne back in July this year. They got Whiten and Whitehead back from being rested last week. I do think that, the Raiders, they're in decent form. They didn't even need the Broncos to choke to get into the finals. They spanked the Tigers like no tomorrow on Sunday.
That's not fucking feat, is it?
Well, I mean,
like beating up a kindergartner.
you got to be in it to win it. You know, they could have won by 20. You said they won by like, what was it, 48 or something? I can't remember. Well, they scored 48 points. But the Storm, yeah, they lost their top 4 spot to the Eels last week. But I guess, you know, they're a little bit down on momentum. Certainly, all the injuries doesn't help. I doubt that if they even win this game, I think they get knocked out next week. I think this one game is as far as they go. But I guess it also means that instead of facing the Panthers away first week of the finals, they get to host the Raiders, the 8th place team, at home in Melbourne. So it's not too bad. I agree. Storm haven't looked like premiership contenders lately, but I think that Bellamy knows this time of year better than anyone, and I think he's good enough as a coach to get them at least one win in the finals. Raiders have nothing to lose, but I got to go with Melbourne here. But I think it's going to be really close, 6 points. I think the Raiders are going to take off so much HP off the Storm that next week the Storm will get beaten by 30.
Yeah, that's a good bet. I'm so glad that we're not playing fantasy anymore. By the way, everybody playing at home, Matt beat me in fantasy by how many points? 12? 11 points?
Yeah, it was like 12 points. Yeah, it was really close till right at the end. And it came down to Joseph Tarpany versus Offa Hengawi. And we were both stressing.
Yeah. I'm just so glad we don't have to play fantasy anymore. There's so much less to think about now. Ben, who you got for Storm versus Raiders?
Because your lies are already so fucking complicated.
No, just like this here, like all of this I'm looking at. I don't know who the fuck is playing because I don't care anymore.
Yeah. Being a fantasy
barely
player
looked at teams list.
It's a different beast.
Yeah. Who you got?
I agree actually with Matt. But I'm going to tip the Raiders because Raiders are going to win.
That's interesting.
Raiders in a close game.
Okay.
You agree with my analysis, but you think it's wrong?
Yeah. Yeah.
You're going to tip against it.
That makes sense.
Tip against it.
That is some Brisbane Broncos tipping.
At this point, I'm just swinging. Like,
swing your dick.
Yeah, swing it. Just. Next game is the Sharks versus the Cowboys. I think this is the only sure thing of the week that the Sharks defeat the Cowboys.
Wow, this is sure thing of the week.
I think this is the sure thing. I don't see the Cowboys. This is not elimination, right? The loser of this game has to verse the winner out of Rabbitohs in Sydney, right?
That's correct.
Yeah, I think the Sharks win this one and win it well. What's the weather doing, Matt?
Yeah, Matt.
Oh, you know I check it. It is sunny.
Ooh,
barely
sunny.
a chance of it. Barely a chance of a shower. Has me worried. Because I was going to say right before you said this is the sure thing, I was saying this is the game to swing your dick on. I think this one is. I think this is the Cowboys are that kind of team that gets underestimated, despite finishing third. I think.
I am underestimating them,
don't sleep on them. Yeah. In saying that, I am going to tip the Sharks.
Mm-hmm.
But I think for me, this has really come down to who got the home final. So the Sharks, they beat the Knights, which means they locked up the home final in Cronulla. That's a huge bonus. They don't have to travel up to Townsville. Meanwhile, the Cowboys do have to travel all the way down. The Sharks, Talakai, he's been named despite picking up an ankle injury. So racing the clock to see if he plays. But they get Finucane, Will Kennedy, Toby Rudolph, Connor Tracy. They're all come back from injury. For the Cowboys, they put Penrith's New South Wales Cup team to the sword last week, showing they can rack up points. But I feel like that's probably a false reflection of their actual form. They get Cohen Hess back from one game suspension. The sunny weather has me concerned for the Sharks, but I just think they've been in slightly better form than the Cowboys recently. And the fact that it's a home game, I'm going to say they win, but I reckon it's going to be tight as fuck. I'm saying Sharks by 2 points.
Yeah, that's a good bet. Benny, what do you got for this one?
Yeah, they better bring out their misting gun for his hair.
Yeah, they need the spray bottle.
Yeah.
Maybe, who the fuck was it? Who's the number 6? Matt Moylan. Maybe Matt Moylan can be there with the spray bottle instead of getting the opposition team. He can get his own teammates this time. Who you got, Ben?
For some reason, every time I'm trying to lock in my tips, there we go.
Dude, mine keeps swapping as well. It keeps going back to the Storm after the Raiders.
Oh,
we'll have to look at that later in the week.
It's a hard one. Fuck. Cows. Lock it in.
Cowboys.
Lock it in.
I like it.
All right. Sydney Roosters W defeat the Knights, right? No contest.
I actually think it is a contest because
really?
No, I don't think either side have lost a game yet this season. Okay. Yeah, the Knights are undefeated as well. I think the Roosters, I'm going to tip them. I think it's a safe play to tip them because they've been in such good form and reigning champs. But this is a Knights home game. I think this is the one women's game which I'm not 100% about. I'm going to go with the Roosters here though, but watch this space.
All right, cool. Room for a flip. All right, here we go. This is the rematch. Oh my goodness! But with like different players as well. Like the swap ins and out. Has Cook been named actually?
He has. Yep.
He has. He's back. Fuck me. Let me have a look at these teammates. He's
back from the Rona.
I love an Elim final. It's so good. I don't think the Roosters can do it again, can they? I don't know if they can do it again. They did it pretty convincingly last game, but the Rabbitohs are shook now. They know what to expect. I think the Roosters should have played their fucking reserve team last game, but you can't because it's the opening of the new stadium.
Exactly. And also against the Rabbitohs, it would be disrespectful.
I don't know who to tip here. I think it should be like each of them should be paying $1.10. My deal button is on the Rabbitohs at the moment, Matt, unless you can convince me of anything different.
Well, I don't want to convince you of anything different. I think you should tip with your not head, not over it, to be honest. Here's what I think about this game. First of all, rarely do you see a case where two teams play each other consecutive weeks. That's special in itself. And the fact that it's the Roosters v Rabbitohs, the greatest rivalry or the longest rivalry in Australian rugby league history. Joseph Manu out, that's a big blow for the Roosters. But it's best case scenario considering it's only 2 to 3 weeks. So if they get through, there's still a chance he plays finals. Momirovski takes his spot, but they got Daniel Tupou and Suali'i. They're back from injuries. Radley's back from concussion, and they have won 8 games straight. Now their last loss came against the Panthers in round 16. For the Rabbitohs, if I'm being completely honest with you guys, I'm a little bit suspicious about the time slot for this game. Because Cam Murray got that bad concussion in the game last week and knocked out in the second tackle. And he's going to go through a COVID protocol, which usually takes a certain amount of days. And if it's not enough days, it automatically rules you out. That game was on Friday. This game's on Sunday. That gives him 9 days to recover. I'm sure maybe it's just a coincidence, or maybe someone at Channel 9 or NRL is being like, let's get all the best players in here. Let's put it on Sunday. But we'll see. They get Cooks back. Campbell Graham's back from concussion as well. They've got a good recent record against the Roosters until last week. I think this is a great way to end the first week of finals. A Sunday afternoon special. Should be another fiery game. Latrell, you can better fucking believe he's going to have to point to prove after losing his fucking cool last week, giving away one of the dumbest sin bins I've ever seen. I just think the Roosters are in good enough form right now to make a grand final. And I'm going the Roosters by 12 points.
Okay, very good, very good. Ben, are you going to this one?
I do not know yet. Watch this space. But hopefully,
same seat, possibly the same seat.
Wait, I just realized are there flags on the back of your chair, Ben?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, they're all blurred out.
Yeah.
Look at that.
This is the opening stadium flags. I picked up a few of them. Let's play. Roosters are home. Sydney Roosters versus South Sydney Rabbitohs. Grand opening flags. So you'll never get these again.
Fascinating.
But who you got in this game?
If you want this flag, just put your bid in the.
Yeah, if you want to maybe even get it signed by the fuckwit in the beret, I think is what they're calling him. Hurry up. Tell us who you're going to tip
I'm
so we can
called
get to the
Get Off
comments.
Side. What's up? What did you say?
Who you tipping?
Oh, yeah. Fuck, I think Souths are going to win this one. Hey.
Then tip them. But you can't.
But I'm tipping my boys.
The Chips.
Get off.
Is it your sure thing?
Get off. What's that?
Sure thing
Is it
of the
your
week?
sure thing of the week?
Oh, absolutely not. Definitely not. But I am going to tip the Roosters, both the men and the women's. It's a Roosters week. It's the Roosters year. We've put in the work.
Can you not talk about the fucking W, please?
Stop insulting our fans.
Can't believe you bring that up.
Here. Oh my god, you fucking
don't bring up the W. Jesus Christ! All right, let's get
Mike.
Yep.
Are you sticking with the Rabbitohs? Is that where your heart is
I'll stick with
telling
the
you?
Rabbitohs. Yeah, I'll stick with the Rabbitohs.
You're not swayed? Not swayed at all?
No, I'm not swayed at all. We'll stick with the Rabbitohs. If you two are both picking the Roosters, that makes me want to pick the Rabbitohs more.
That's fair. That's fair.
And to anyone watching where my headset being uneven is bothering you, it's bothering me too. Don't worry about it.
I like
Didn't
it.
even notice until now, and now I can't stop thinking about it.
Matt's headset was bothering me more. It's going in and out of the picture behind him.
Oh yeah, I see.
Your microphone is like half blurred out because of the background being blurred, and sometimes it's all the way blurred out, and I like it.
That's
and
right.
It's not.
Yeah.
All right, let's get to some comments. Let's start with ours. We've got Adam Garose. Oh, Adam Garrow. Says, fuck yous. Fuck yous don't know shit. Yous can read my words, so I spell just fine. Guarantee. I think that's guarantee. Guarantee Manly beat Dogs tonight.
How do you spell guarantee?
There's definitely a U in guarantee, but he spelled GARANTEE.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Bless you, Adam Garrow. What do you say? Manly beat Dogs. That didn't happen.
Yeah, nah, that didn't happen.
He's been slipping.
You know what?
Slipping.
We appreciate your involvement throughout this podcast, Adam.
Love you, Adam.
Don't go that far. We like you, Adam.
I love you, Adam.
How much do you love Adam?
Rugby League History has commented us. He commented a couple of weeks back as well. There's no way you've been watching. No, I watched his videos. If you've got the time, definitely go and check out Rugby League History's videos.
Absolutely. Shout out to Rugby League History. Thanks for the comment.
Yeah, says interesting podcast, and
you're not wrong.
That's vague.
You're not wrong. You're not wrong, bro. And Jeff says, I'm surprised that the winning cup isn't a specimen collection container, save on the Sayos. Yeah, we should have like Sayos glued together in like a stack and then glue that to some wood, and that can be our trophy.
What would be the glue?
I guess me. I'm the glue.
No, I mean,
all right.
Your semen?
My semen.
Yeah, semen. You need the cum and the semen. The semen's too thin.
What?
Wait, is there a difference?
What?
Anyway, move on.
Wait,
tell
no.
Me. You tell me if there's
let's linger on this for a second. Do you think cum and semen are two different things?
I miss sex ed.
They are. Wait. Tell them.
Okay,
tell them, Ben. They are. Tell them, Ben.
I want to break this down. What do you think semen is, and what do you think the cum is?
Listen, I already know this, so I might get my constituent Mike to field this one. Mike?
No,
deflection.
Not rigor.
Wait, come on.
My answer.
We're all friends here.
Yeah, we're
friends. My answer is that they're the same thing.
Okay. All right, they're the same thing.
Oh,
right,
damn it! He got me. You got me to admit it. Do you want that? Is that what you're happy with? You got it. You got what you wanted.
I want to linger on this for a second here, Mike, if you would just allow me. Okay, all right. So it's all right. It's absolutely no judgment. I've thought
we've got a lot of comments to get to.
I used to think
No more
that
comments.
garbage day was the same day for every single suburb on the Gold Coast. I used to think garbage day was Tuesday for everything. I didn't know that garbage would go to each suburb on different days. All right, so we're all guilty of not knowing things at when I didn't know that till I was like 23. But I want to ask you this.
You think Santa just comes on one day
so
a week and empties all the bin?
the thing, the jizz that comes out of your dick, do you think that's the semen, or did you think that was the cum? Or do you think cum was the action, not the stuff?
Coming is both. Cum is the action of the and it's also the physical ejaculate.
Yeah.
Semen, in my thought, was the thinner liquid, the post ejaculatory seepage, or the other stuff. Fuck off, move on. Let's end this shit. People don't want to hear this.
Yeah, you can cut all that.
No, I'm staying in. That's staying in.
That's the title, post ejaculatory.
So, I'll show you a diagram later.
So cum is the white stuff, and semen is the seepage afterwards. Is that what we established?
Like the pre-cum.
Yeah, like the pre-cum.
That's before. Which you can
all right.
get pregnant with, so be careful, gents.
Over the last week, I've been a little truffle pig. And on every video that was showed of Ben in the stands, I've been like a little truffle pig in the comments, just trying to find the best ones. And I'll send them to you, Matt, so you can put them up on the screen for us. Okay. And we're going to quickly go through them. This one might be my favorite one. This is from Reddit by Happiness Can Be Found. Is there anything more eastern suburb? Yeah.
On
Reddit. Is there anything more eastern suburbs supporter than a man in a beret and a brand new merchandise?
Oh, he's got you good, bro. He's fucking got you good.
All right. Anthony, on Facebook, this got 12 likes.
12
also,
likes.
That last comment, I checked it today. It had 170 upvotes, that comment. So more upvotes than viewers of this show. On Facebook, Anthony Oswald writes, typical Fox Sports rubbish. Fox Sport would rather film fuckwits in the crowd's reactions. Same fuckwits that used to cheer him on and applaud everything he'd done at the Roosters.
Wow.
Tom Cooper is a top fan, says, what the rent-a-crowd bandwagoners? And Mel Jarvis says, exactly, no class. You got no class, man.
No class.
According to Mel Jarvis.
Wow, Mel Jarvis knows, dude.
Well, I'm assuming all these people are South supporters, so like
they would be.
What class base are they?
Yeah,
I'd
say statistically, it is likely they get a lot of fans.
Yeah. Ray Pascoe says, Hardcastle. Those Roosters fans still had their teeth. I don't know what that means, but he's talking about you.
Yeah.
Hey, I do have my teeth.
Yeah. Tashira67 _ says, that's how special he is to the Chooks fan.
Yep. I mean, former Rooster Latrell, but it's a long history of players moving between those two clubs. Ben knows, and once you leave one, it's fucking you're hated forever.
This might be Adam Garreau in disguise, but this commenter's name is Neromeo. Typical Rooster scumbag. Remember Latrell won U's 2 premierships. Without him, U's wouldn't have won. U's have won your last game for the year. Up the bunnies.
Classy.
Yeah, it's the U's. Maybe it's from Caboolture as well.
Billy Jones says, how good? What a pretender.
Thank you, Billy.
And you might want to hit up Llama Ray C because she looks kind of hot. Says,
no,
old
I'm
mate.
Spoken for.
Oh,
are you
really? Is that news?
Is that news? You didn't say that in the news section.
Are you breaking news right now?
We'll talk about that at the end of the show.
Okay, all right. Let's save it. For
okay.
the last.
Old mate comes from Bondi for sure. Bryce Kellerman. There's a lot. Sorry, I'm flying through these.
What's his last name? Come in, man says 40,000 weak gutted dogs looking for the pond.
Well done. I appreciate that.
Pièce de Resistance. I think these are from Instagram now. Looks like a Roosters supporter, that's for sure. And he's giving you the clown face emoji.
Awesome.
Balin McCable says, I think that guy was using the wrong finger.
Hey.
Okay.
And I think that's it. That was the last one. Let me see. These are just photos from the wedding now.
That's amazing.
It.
Thank you so much for that.
Show us a photo from the wedding. Show us one photo from the wedding.
All right, I'm gonna put up a photo from the wedding right now.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Go.
And we all look nice.
We all look good. We all look really good. Ben, why don't you look nice?
Yeah, where are you, Ben, in this photo?
Why don't you look nice?
Too busy practicing my get off point.
There you go. There's all the photos in the chat. All right, what's next? Comments. All right, what are we doing?
Running through our tips.
That's correct. We are all on the Panthers. Is that right? Did anyone take Para? We're all on the Panthers.
I don't think anyone did.
I'm on the Raiders, despite the app wanting to keep changing me back. Y'all both on the Storm. We're all on the Sharks. Is that right? Anyone taking the Cowboys?
I think Benny took the Cows.
Oh, yeah, Benny, you did take the Cowboys, yeah.
Moo.
I'm on the Rabbitohs. You guys are on the Roosties. That's a quick one. It's a quick one this week, boys. Anything, any et ceteras you guys want to get to? Any girlfriends you might want to talk about?
Yeah, can we talk about your significant other?
Can we talk about your girlfriend, or do you want to do it after the show? Let's do it after the show.
No, let's do it after the show.
No, let's keep our private lives private.
Content.
Yeah, close it out. Close us out, Ben. Close us out.
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much for your comments, both good and bad. We appreciate your involvement in whatever capacity. It's been fantastic having you. This has been our last episode of Just the Tip for the season.
Nope.
No? Okay. Well, listen, ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much anyway for attending. If you have anything good or bad, sexual, not, whatever you want to say, as long as it's driven hate towards Mike, that's fine. Put it all in the comments.
I can take it, man.
Love to hear
I'm so handsome.
you.
There's nothing you could say.
Thank you very much. If you've got this far, I apologize for any brain cells you may have lost or probably have. It's been fantastic having you. Matt, Mike, myself, I'm just getting started, you fucking cocks. All right.
I'm gonna start playing the Oscars acceptance music over the top of the end of that.
All right, wrap this shit up. I'm just
do what you had done over, boys. Have a good night.
See ya.